I'm Steve McDaniel. I'll be the service leader this morning. Welcome to you, old friends, and new and young and old. You are an essential part of our celebration today. Whether today is your first, your 1000th Sunday in our midst, we are stronger because you are with us. We are one people of many beliefs, many origins, sexualities, and genders. We are all growing, all learning, all loved. Just as you are, you're welcome here. I light the chalice with these words, in that spirit of hope and belief in the light that will once again return. I focus my attentions this holiday season on the everyday things that I can do, that we all can do, to bring the light to another person. May we all bestow such blessings on one another. Unitarian Universalism is a religion based not on creed, but on covenant. This means that we do not agree on how we will think, but rather on how we will live. We do not come together in order to reaffirm abstract theological ideas that someone else formulated centuries ago. Rather, we are here to reaffirm our covenant, to help one another to do the difficult work of seeking meaning, living with integrity, and walking with one another in peace and love.
A reading from Michael Meade, who is a renowned storyteller, author, and scholar of mythology, anthropology, and psychology, about the significance, the human significance of solstice. When the world is darkest, people had the instinct to come together to light candles, make fires, share the warmth, reminding each other that we're in the world together. We're all part of the same world, and then to begin again. Now people have Christmas and then New Year's. Solstice was both Christmas and New Year's. It wasn't a manufactured or even a man-made thing, solstice. It's actually cosmological. It's the turning into the cosmos. It's tuning into the movement of the stars and especially the sun. Solstice is an opportunity to find a way to come together. You could imagine we're living through the end of an era and the underlying tensions of life are becoming revealed and becoming more evident and becoming more tense. And almost any issue can divide people right now. And what that means is we have to find deeper places and deeper kinds of unity. And one of the old ideas is under the tension of life, the tension between darkness and light. Time and timelessness, there is a hidden unity and something in the depths of each union's human soul has a connection to the underlying unity of the world. He continues, for many people, this has been a really dark year. The world has been marked by many tragedies and many disasters in nature, many tragedies produced by culture. So it's good that we could learn how to find our way in the darkness, how to find a way to reconnect with ourselves and with each other. And in a sense, when the world gets so troubled that you can orientate yourself to the outside, we fall back on ourselves. Solstice was a time to connect and reconnect to the depth of oneself. Ancient people imagined that humans were helping to bring the light back. Why? Because humans had some of that light in them, a speck of the original star of creation, and humans could consciously bring some of that life back. I mean, you can't test it scientifically. It's just a beautiful thing to imagine, being part of transformation in the cosmos at a given time. So this is the time of year when the instinct for warmth and care, for love and generosity, right in the darkness of the year, would naturally arise from the soul's longing to be in a state of holiness. Wholeness and holiness go together. The word to heal means to make whole. And when we make something whole, we also make it holy. And this was the beginning of the idea of a holy night. It was actually the dark of solstice. Solstice means sun stands still. And so it makes sense for us to slow down a little bit and stand still and participate in the quiet breath of creation as it inhales and then begins to exhale again sometime in the darkness of the solstice night. The words of Michael Meade. I invite us to gather together today to honor solstice, this season of light. Hanukkah, Christmas, and solstice each invite us to reflect on the waning and revitalization and return of the light. Thank you for being here today, here at UUPF, here in our physical room, and to those friends who are joining us in Zoom. Today, we're going to create a release ritual around a fire that Robert is building outside. We're not going to be out there for very long, but it is my hope that this shared experience will point us towards something deeply human and sacred, an experience of light in the darkness. I invite us to step beyond our world as we know it together, to step forward in liminal space where our wishes, hopes, and dreams are blessed and uplifted, and our sadnesses, griefs, anxieties, and fears are honored and released. Let our time together today be an invitation to slow down and become fully present to yourself, to your heart's stirrings and callings, and to be present to one another here in our beloved UU Peace community. I would like us to begin by honoring those who have passed on. I'm going to light this candle to honor our ancestors. To honor the light of their lives and the sacred memories that they have given us. And hang on, told you we're in the darkness. There we go, get it going. And that's Robert cutting wood out there, so we light this in honor of our ancestors, all those who went before us. And I invite us now to say the names of anyone who you would like to presence as ancestor here with us today. So,
Derek and Trixie Poulter, Bonnie Hicks, Rudy Thomas,
thank you. And upon our little altar here, we have a Kuan Yin, and we have a Mother Mary holding water that came from a sacred shrine in Costa Rica that Robert and I have visited. So we have a Divine Feminine represented and also compassion on this beautiful table. And holly that my mum picked for us this morning. Thank you, Mum. Now, the winter solstice was obviously last week. It was a moment when the sun appears to pause, a cosmic acknowledgement that even in the deepest cold and shadow, the light returns. This rhythmic pattern of light and dark has been acknowledged across human cultures for millennia as a time of reflection, renewal, and hope. In the Jewish tradition, this season brought to close Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, which began on September 24th at sundown and concluded this past week on December 22nd. Hanukkah commemorates the rededication of the Second Temple in Jerusalem following the successful revolt of the Jewish Maccabees more than 2 millennia ago. It also celebrates the miracle of the menorah's oil, a small amount of oil that, according to tradition, lasted for 8 nights when there should have only been enough for one. During Hanukkah, each night, a new candle is lit in the menorah, symbolizing light overcoming adversity, the resilience of faith, and the ongoing nourishment of hope amid struggle. For Jewish people, this is a powerful reminder that even a small light holds meaning in the face of seemingly overwhelming darkness. From the Christian tradition, we might enter this time not just seeing Christmas as a single day, but as a season of illumination that extends between December 25th through January 5th, the 12 days of Christmas that culminates in the Feast of Epiphany on January 6th. In classical Christian liturgy, these 12 days are a period of dwelling in the mystery of the Incarnation, the belief that the divine light took flesh in the person, Jesus of Nazareth. This season invites Christians to meditate on various dimensions of light revealed in the world, from the shepherd's witnesses to the star that guided the Magi, interpreting the coming of Christ as light entering into human life, drawing people towards peace. Both Hanukkah and the 12 days of Christmas speak to this common theme, light shining in darkness. Yet each tradition holds that theme in its own theological and historical depth. Jewish reflection rooted in ancestral memory, resistance, and rededication. Christian reflection centered on the revelation of divine love in the world. Unitarian Universalism honors and respects these rich, distinct traditions while also celebrating the right and freedom of every person to seek their own spiritual path. We affirm that meaning and truth are not necessarily confined to a single source, and we welcome the insights that traditions like Judaism and Christianity bring to our collective understanding of light, hope, love, and compassion. I'd also like to acknowledge that December 26th began Kwanzaa, a 7-day celebration created in 1966 by Dr. Maulana Karenga to uplift African and African American heritage. Kwanzaa is not a religious holiday, but a cultural one, drawing from African first fruit harvest traditions and centering on 7 principles of unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. Values that remind us our interdependence and our capacity to build a more just world together. In this season of hope, renewal, and returning light, may we honor the dignity, cultural pride, community care, and resilience that Kwanzaa upholds. And in our Unitarian Universalist commitment to a free and responsible search for meaning, may we celebrate and learn from the many paths, spiritual, cultural, ancestral, that kindle hearts alight toward peace and liberation for all. Today, we honor these traditions and this week the turning of the new calendar year with New Year's, as well as winter solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere. Here we will stand in the dark and turn toward the fire as we name, release, and let go, honoring not only the return of solar light, but also our human capacity to rekindle our inner light and purpose. Azima wo Azima wo, Azima wo, Azima wo, Azima wo. Azima is a song that I quote from Michael Meade, and Michael Meade caught it from a Burkina Faso Dagara man named Malidoma Somé, who some of you may remember last year we learned a song, I believe, from Malidoma as well. And he, with his permission, gave blessing for us to sing that song that comes from Malidoma's tradition, and honor Malidoma Somé as an ancestor now. Azima is a reference to the earth. And the song is saying praise to the earth, Azima, gratitude to the earth for all the earth gives to us. So I invite us to sing this simple song. We'll sing it a few times throughout the rest of our time together today. Azima wo, Azima wo, Azima wo, Azima wo, Azima wo. Now, Steve is going to hand out some paper and some pens to us all. And Steve, if you could hand that, that's on the table up here. I'm going to invite us all to take a moment and to consider and write down what we would like to release into the light. By naming this only to ourselves, we honor this aspect's presence in our lives. Some examples of something you might want to release, there's no right or wrong here though, is a feeling or a behavior that you notice in yourself that is not kind to yourself. Perhaps you're holding a fear or an anxiety that you'd like to let go of or transform or release any harmful hold it might have on you. To release it, that we can invite an energy of transmutation or deliverance. Let's take a minute or two to write this down. This will remain private, not read by anyone else. And after we've written these down, we will line up and go outside and each step forward to place this paper into the fire that Reverend Robert has prepared for us. And for those of you at home, I invite you to do this as well. And perhaps you have the ability to burn it outside safely or in a small... So I encourage you to do this as well at home. Azima wo, Azima wo.
Do we go back in?
Yeah, what I have, we can, if we stand out here just for a minute while everyone does that. It's only for a minute, and then we'll go back in. So we welcome the light back. We release what no longer serves us and open to transmutation of that energy into something new and powerful and present in our lives for positive good, for learning, for wisdom, with gratitude to the fire we say Aho. Now we have a litany that Steve and I are going to share with you. And your response will be after each of the sentiments that we offer is the light is reborn, and you're invited to stand as you choose and are able.
In the greatest darkness,
the light is reborn. Out of winter's cold, the light is reborn.
From our deepest fears,
the light is reborn. When we most despair, the light is reborn.
when all seems lost,
the light is reborn. When the earth lies waste, the light is reborn.
when animals hide,
The light is reborn. When the leaves are gone,
the light is reborn. When the river is frozen,
when the ground is hard,
the light is reborn. Shadows are fleeing,
the light is reborn. Light is returning, the light is reborn.
warmth will come again.
The light is reborn. Summer will be here once more, the light is reborn.
Plants will grow again.
The light is reborn. Animals will be seen once more. The light is reborn.
Green will come again.
The light is reborn. Life will continue. The light is reborn. May our themes of resilience, hope, and illumination deepen our own awareness, and may we move forward into the returning light with hearts open, spirits renewed, and communities strengthened. May each of us be blessed by light and blessed with love. Amen. Amen. Blessed be. Shalom. As we extinguish the chalice, a winter solstice prayer by Edward Tully. The dark shadow of space leans over us. We are mindful that the darkness of greed, exploitation, and hatred also lengthens its shadow over our small planet Earth. As our ancestors feared death and evil and all the dark powers of winter, we fear that the darkness of war, discrimination, and selfishness may doom us and our planet to an eternal winter. May we find hope in the lights that we have kindled in this sacred time together, hope in one another and in all who form the webwork of peace and justice that spans the world. In the heart of every person on this earth burns the spark of luminous goodness. In no heart is there total darkness. May we who have celebrated this winter solstice by our lives and service, by our prayers and love, call forth from one another the light and the love that is hidden in every heart. Amen. And now let us say together our UU Peace Fellowship blessing. Bless us with hope.
Bless us with care. Bless us with love. Bless all we share. Blessed be. Amen. Shalom. Salam. Namaste. Ashe. Just so we can leave on a light note, I wanted to say that a joke. This father's putting his child to bed, tucking him in, saying good night, and he's walking out the door. A few minutes, Dad. Yes, son. I'm thirsty. Well, you just lay down. You'll be all right. Go to sleep. A little while later, Dad, what is it? I need a drink of water. No, you don't need a drink of water. Go to sleep. A little while later, Dad, what? I'm thirsty. Okay, well, if I have to come in there, you're going to get a spanking. A little while later, he says, Dad, when you come in to spank me, could you bring a glass of water?